Hola, buenos días, feliz viernes. Hoy es el 4 de septiembre y es un día de escuela un poco más corta. Hola, chicos. So today, unfortunately, I have a doctor's appointment that affects just 7th period. So to get your attendance today, you should be completing at least one of the 2 assignments that I'm going to show you during the class period, so during 10:20 to 10:50 a.m. So the submission should be done at least for the first assignment during class, and then whatever, if you don't finish the second one, you can finish that for homework. So I'm going to click on modules from the home page, and it'll take you to this week's assignments. The first assignment you're going to complete, so this is the one that you should complete during class for attendance, is called Me Presento. So I'm going to go to Me Presento and review the directions with you. So you're going to introduce yourselves. The main purpose of this is really for me to get to know you just a little bit better. So it's up to you if you decide to answer in Spanish or English. If you feel comfortable, you remember lots of vocabulary from Spanish 1, then feel free to use Spanish. If you're not comfortable yet, then really I want to just hear more about you. So if for this first assignment, you may respond in English. So there are 3 options for how to add to the discussion board. So you're going to, preferably for me, because I would like to kind of get a little bit of interaction, is to record a video of yourself, and you are make sure that you use complete sentences. You're going to talk, so introduce your name. If you have a nickname or a preferred name that you use, talk about at least 4 activities that you like to do, and how frequently you do them. You can talk about it, pre and post COVID. Tell us where you're from, and use this activity to mention if you have had the opportunity to interact with other cultures. We always have a great story to tell. So BCC is kind of awesome in that it has people coming from all over the world, different parts of the country. So yeah, talk a little bit about how you've interacted with other cultures. It doesn't just have to be your family. It could be friends in the community. So what's your experience with that? And then lastly, what do you like about the Spanish language, culture, or both? So you took Spanish 1, so you have a little bit of knowledge about Spanish, and you live in an area that's diverse. So, what things would you like to learn about? What have you learned about that you enjoyed? If you are unable to record a video, like I'm doing, then you can post a picture from your computer, upload one from your phone to your computer that you can attach to your post. And then you can record an audio, or you can, type your information. If you absolutely can't do a video or have access to pictures at the moment, or you can't figure out how to upload it, then you can post a Bitmoji or an avatar, something that represents visually who you are. And then you would record your answers to these questions, these prompts here, as an audio, or you can type it into the information. Once you have submitted your assignment, you're going to read through your classmates' entries, and you should comment on at least 3 of your classmates. So welcome them. Are there things you have in common? You can ask them a question. Just kind of interact a little bit. This video here is from another teacher that just kind of shows how to use, how to record yourself. So make sure you're going to click reply when you're ready to submit. So you're going to click reply, and then you'll be able to, you can record yourself speaking. If I click that, I can, or if you can upload from your computer also. And again, right, you can turn on and off if you want to use the webcam and just make it a voice recording. So that's the first assignment, and that will be worth 10 points. Make sure, so during class, you should be submitting your your recording, your post, your entry. And then by Sunday night, you should respond to at least 3 of your classmates. So that's assignment 1. I'm going to go back to modules. So before I show you the assignment, I do want to show you this page here. So los objetivos de la semana. If I click on this first link, you're going to see kind of what are the goals that we're going to be working on. And this will go on to next week as well. So there's some videos that have vocabulary that you're going to use for this second assignment. So the first unit is de vuelta al cole, meaning back to school. So you had a school unit in Spanish 1. Now you're just going to add more vocabulary to the vocabulary and grammar that you learned last year. So I'm going to I'm going to go back to the modules. On my screen, I can't click next because of the video. So if I click on Unit 2.1, De Vuelta al Cole, this little link here, it's going to take you to this page that has the list of the vocabulary for this first unit. So it's all of the vocabulary. So if you see, it has las materias, your classes, cuando tienes clase, the class periods, cómo son los profesores, some adjectives, and you should know some more adjectives from last year. How to describe teachers, qué hacen los estudiantes, so verbs, things that you can do at school, and then some rules about school. So this is the new vocabulary in addition to, the vocabulary that you learned last year. So for example, you probably learned matemáticas, so now you're learning cálculo, trigonometría, geometría. Maybe you learned the word ciencias last year, so now you have biología, for example. Okay, so this is going to help you complete the second assignment, as well as the textbook, which we're going to go into more next week. But if you use the new Entre Culturas last year in Spanish 1, then you can log in and access the textbook. But this is the same vocabulary from the textbook here. So I'm going to go back to modules so I can actually see my assignment. So second assignment you're going to complete, and this is if you don't finish this during that 30-minute period today, you can finish for homework by Sunday evening. So I'm going to click on this practice activity, mis clases. This just links back to that page with the videos that have vocabulary in it. This is accessing the textbook, so it's chapter 1 in the textbook if you want to kind of explore. So you're going to open the document, and then you're going to see this Word document that you are able to edit. So you're going to answer the questions. So there's 3 short activities. This is both review and using new vocabulary from this year. So you're going to put la hora, la asignatura, la clase. So essentially you're writing your class schedule here. Where it says, oops, I don't want to do that. Where it says lugar, that's the location, you can skip this section because not everyone is familiar. You might not have been in the building to know where in the building the school is. So you can fill in these first sections of the chart of your class schedule. Then you're going to answer the questions about your classes and make sure you're writing in Spanish. And then you're writing 2 short sentences, and there's some examples here answering the question, ¿cuál es tu asignatura o tu clase preferida? So they're short activities, just kind of to refresh your memory from last year and kind of explore some of the new vocabulary. So when you finish that, you would, up here where on my screen it says share, it'll say submit for you as a student. So once you finish those 2 assignments, then you're done for the week. So again, they're on modules. So the assignment you should be finishing during class today between 10:20 and 10:50 is the me presento. If you haven't replied to everyone, because people are still uploading their answers today during class, then you can give your 3 comments by Sunday evening, and then the second short practice activity about classes should be submitted by Sunday evening as well. Lastly, so today during Barron time, you do not need to log into any Zoom sessions, but you do have an opportunity to do a club fair. So you're going to open this link here on the home page of the Spanish classroom, and it'll take you to a Google Doc or a Google Form, excuse me. I'll fix that. And you would just follow the steps. So it'll help you explore what kind of clubs there are, maybe register, fill out some information. So you'll be doing that today during the Barron time. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. I'll be back home right around 11, so right after your class. So I'll be checking my email if anyone has questions. All right, gracias, and nos vemos pronto.